It's your boy, Marino, reporting to you live from Casa de Campeón. This program is scheduled to come on every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and I'll be covering basketball, football, combat sports, as well as other developing sports news. I will also have a slew of impromptu shows for breaking news, and sometimes just to spark a conversation, so be on the lookout for those as well. Let's debut this show tackling the drama that is the 2017 NBA offseason. First, I want to talk about the most recent development, and that is Kyrie Irving asking the Cleveland Cavaliers to trade him. This is something no one foresaw going into the offseason, and while moving Kyrie Irving isn't going to make a difference in whether the Cavaliers or any team is going to beat Golden State in 2018, I do believe this can significantly shake up the East, depending on what assets the Cavaliers can acquire. LeBron is going to turn 33 in December. As superhuman as he is, Father Time is still undefeated, and regardless, Golden State is still miles away from where any other team could potentially even be. On top of all this, there seems to be plenty of signs pointing towards LeBron leaving. So are the Cavaliers going to concede some of their dominance over the East with their move of Kyrie? And does this open the door for other teams in the East this year, such as Boston or Washington? And even if Kyrie stays, does this issue mess up chemistry enough where a team in the East can take advantage of them? Next, Houston scored a big upgrade this summer, acquiring Chris Paul from the Clippers. Oklahoma City scored equally as big, meeting the demands of Indiana for Paul George. The two guys who finished 1-2 in MVP voting last season finally, once again, get to play alongside somebody that is a star like them, and it will be interesting to see how these two teams play the Warriors. While I still think these two teams can only stretch a series against Golden State to 6 games maybe, every series in the playoffs is their own beast, and sure, they don't nearly have as much firepower as the Warriors do, but I do think they have enough firepower to best the Warriors on a few off nights. Finally, let's look at some of the young up-and-coming teams in the league and project how they'll do next year and years down the road. The Minnesota Timberwolves made a huge splash this offseason, adding Jimmy Butler to a core that already includes Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. I honestly believe the Timberwolves were a bit disappointing last season and failed to make the playoffs when I felt they could have. So they need to show me something really good this year. If they can give me 50 plus wins, I would say I can see them competing for the next 4 or 5 years at least. If they continue to struggle, I think Andrew Wiggins would be on the move to another team. Seems like it is almost time for the process to come to fruition. The Philadelphia 76ers may be able to benefit from what looks like to be a historically bad Eastern Conference this year. I love the addition of Markelle Fultz to a core of Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Dario Saric. I'm not very confident putting my money on young teams that haven't been winning a lot lately, but I legit think that there are maybe 8 or 9 teams in the East that Philly is just better than right now. Let's wrap up the first show with a look at the Los Angeles Lakers. Although Lonzo Ball struggled in his first Summer League game, he blessed us with 2 consecutive triple-doubles en route to winning his Summer League MVP. The 27th pick, Kyle Kuzma, is looking like he's already ready to take Julius Randle's starting spot as he walked away from Vegas with the Summer League playoff MVP. Brandon Ingram also looked fantastic this summer, although Magic Johnson didn't want to see too much of him. Julius Randle, although he might get his spot taken by the Rook, is in the best shape of his life and seems motivated to play. Jordan Clarkson now has a defined role as the 6-man scorer off the bench. And they also added a very good wingman in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. There are a ton of great signs in Lakerland these days, and for all we know, they're only going to get better. I'm interested in seeing how some of the players on the team perform, considering that they could be playing for their spots on next year's rosters, depending on what Magic and Rob Pelinka are able to do in the 2018 offseason and beyond. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. Please make sure to check out my other channel as well, I Game to Bring the Pain, or I bring you game reviews, game news, hands-on gameplay of different video games. Like I said in the beginning of this show, this is scheduled to come on every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and I will have a couple of surprise shows. So just make sure you subscribe to this channel and be on the lookout. And stay tuned. Every Wednesday, we're going to be talking sports, all right? Thanks for joining me, guys. Your boy, Marino, signing out. Peace.